Hi Helen, I'm really glad we took the time to do a progress exam and see where you are in your care. And once again, those results are very good. Let me ask you, are you feeling good about where you're at physically? That is awesome, chiropractic works. But before we go over where I see that you are right now, you've come a long way since coming in here. And I want to remind you again of just how far you have come. You had a great deal of pain in that lower back, radiating down that right leg, making it difficult for you to walk and get around. In fact, it was naturally keeping you from doing any of your daily activities, and it was keeping you up at night. That was tough, wasn't it? Well, I'm glad to say you have been getting stronger and stronger. I can tell so much difference because when you come back in, we aren't starting over. Your muscles are remembering that proper position and you are stabilized. So you're exactly where I hoped you'd be at this point in your care. Now, that means it is time to move you to wellness care. So that's exciting. At the end of your appointment today, I'm going to have one of my staff members schedule this wellness care for you so that you know exactly what to do. All you have to do is follow those directions, just like that navigation system that we've been talking about. Now, please remember, it's impossible for me to anticipate and know when you do something that could cause an injury. It may be skiing in the mountains or on the water, because I know you like going to the lake on the weekends, or it could be a hard fall. But as long as those activities stay normal as they have been these last couple of months, I feel confident that once a month will keep you in a stabilized condition, okay? Perfect. So, for us to accomplish this move to wellness, you're gonna need to come in once a month for the year. That's only 12 visits to keep you properly maintained in a wellness condition. Now, as you remember from that video that you just watched, health doesn't just stay that way, right? It has to be maintained just like your house or your car. So, let me go ahead and clarify why this wellness phase of your care is essential. And to do this, I'm going to compare your health to your wealth. Now, I'm sure you've heard financial experts tell you that you must save for your retirement, right? Yeah. Now, the key is to save enough. Those experts will tell you that they don't want you to outlive your retirement savings. You can't start back working at 92. I mean, I'm sure you could, but you probably don't want to, right? Yeah. So, you need to make sure that you save enough. So, but I would say the same thing about your health, and asking the same question, but realizing that your health is more important than your wealth. And the question is, are you going to outlive your ability to move, to play, to travel? Will you live longer than your mobility? Now, when it comes to our finances, we are often asked if we're going to outlive our retirement savings. But like I said, a more important question concerns our health. Are you going to outlive your mobility to move, to play, to travel? Will you live longer than your mobility? By how many years? Now, it is already common to live to 90, and many people are living beyond 100. Imagine the lifespan of our children. Now, we need to make sure that you can move as long as you're alive, and it's essential that you invest in that mobility. You're gonna need it. When the rest of your family is going somewhere, are you gonna wanna go? Exactly, you don't wanna miss out. You wanna be able to play with your kids, your grandkids, even your great-grandkids one day, right? So, mobility is essential. Now, we are living longer, and because the number of people aged 65 and older is expected to nearly double by 2050. That's a lot, right? Now, these older US seniors are expected to grow from 43 million in 2012 to nearly 84 million over the next 4 decades as that baby boomer generation ages, the Census Bureau said in its latest estimate. Now, 1 in 5 of the nation's population is going to be 65 or older. So that's huge. So the number of people age 65 and older is going to be more than those age 18 and younger. So we are living longer, and that includes you. Now, longer life does reveal areas of neglect in our health. Now, as an example, we've been used to seeing a lot more dementia, Alzheimer's disease, but now, and we hear a lot about it now, don't we? Yeah. And it's not because dementia or Alzheimer's is new. It's simply that when the life expectancy was younger, we didn't see dementia and Alzheimer's as much because people weren't living long enough to suffer from this problem. But now people are living longer and they're suffering from this cruel disease. So longer life does reveal areas of neglect in our health. And immobility, that's not a new health problem either, but it sure seems like it, right? It's simply that because when the life expectancy was under 65, this wasn't nearly as obvious, and we didn't see the effects of neglect put on our spine. So there was no importance placed on the maintenance and prevention of our spine. But now people are living longer and we see the effects of no maintenance, and it's not good. If you don't maintain that musculoskeletal system, life is going to take its toll and you'll lose your ability to move. So today we also see an increased number of handicapped parking spaces, right? Now, with this increase in seniors and all of us living longer, how many more of those are we going to need? Who knows, right? But the right answer, it's not increased handicapped parking spaces. The right answer is the proper care and maintenance for your spine. Now, there's also been a tremendous increase in the numbers of walkers and wheelchairs for seniors because they've lived longer than their mobility. Our life expectancy has increased, but we've failed to maintain that musculoskeletal system. Now, imagine if you need a walker or wheelchair at 70 and you live to 100. Now that's 30 years in a wheelchair. That's a long time. When you and your kids are getting older, are you gonna want to be able to go to your grandchildren's games and concerts? Yeah, exactly. You don't want to miss out on all those activities. You want to be able to go. Do you want to be able to get around without everybody having to make you the exception to get you from the car to a building? Yeah, exactly. You want to be, or do you want to be able to move and live, right? Yeah, exactly. So we need to stay as young as we can, as long as we can. And we do that with that proper care and maintenance of our spine. So we want to be able to live today and tomorrow with mobility and ease. So the older we get, the more you're going to need that health and function that you can get. So the best investment that you can make is in your ability to live that whole time that you're alive. Don't outlive your mobility. Now, follow this maintenance plan that I'm going to put you on, and we're going to get you there, and you're going to have good mobility the entire time. Sound good? Perfect.